Okay, we have some fixtures in League One this weekend. Obviously, Birmingham are taking on Peterborough in whatever the Johnson's Paint Trophy is nowadays. Virtue Trophy, I want to say, I guess. But we've still got 10 games, so I'm going to quickly run through my predictions. Kicking us off is Wigan versus Wrexham. Wigan down in 18th place. Only 7 points clear off the relegation zone, but I think they'll be fine. Wrexham, obviously second, 3 points ahead of Wycombe. It's a real good battle between those two to join Birmingham to go up. I don't associate Wigan games with a lot of goals. I think Wrexham will nick it though. They've been in really good form. Good away record recently as well. So I've gone for a 1-0 away win. On to Wycombe, who take on Stevenage at home. Obviously, Wycombe, they've got to keep winning to keep up with Wrexham. Stevenage, again, like Wigan, not a lot of goals in their games, so it could be hard to break down. But I do think with home advantage, Wycombe will get the win. So I've gone for a 2-0 home win. Barnsley take on Bolton. Barnsley on a poor run of form. Their home form is really poor, especially when you think they're in League One. I always think Barnsley would be a good home side, but it's been awful this year. Bolton are in 7th, 2 points out of the playoffs. They really need a win. They got 2 wins in their last 5. They lost 3 of their last 5, so not in a consistent run of form at all. But I do think with Barnsley's poor home record, they can go and get a win. So I've gone for a 2-1 away win. Bristol Rovers take on Exeter. Bristol Rovers 1 spot above the relegation places. Only 3 points clear. Burton have a game in hand, so not safe by any means. Lost their last 5 in a row. So yeah, not looking good for Bristol Rovers. Exeter in 15th place. In a mixed run of form, really. I do think Bristol Rovers, I think they'll break their losing streak, but I don't think they'll get a win. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. On to Burton Albion versus Huddersfield. Like I said, Burton are chasing down Bristol Rovers. Take on Huddersfield. Huddersfield seem to be hard to predict this year. They don't draw many, so I don't know. I think they will get a win this weekend. They've got they're 4 points off the playoffs, so they need 3 points really. So I've gone for a 2-1 away win. Cambridge take on Charlton. Cambridge second bottom, 5 points from safety. Not lost in the last 4 though, so they are picking up points each week. Charlton obviously were on an amazing run. They did draw last time out at home to Lincoln. They're in 5th place. Sort of game where teams at the bottom get desperate and they can swing a surprise. But I just think Charlton will be too good for Cambridge. So they've gone for a 2-0 away win. Crawley take on Leyton Orient. Crawley are 6 points from safety. Worst defence in the division though. They ship a lot of goals. I can't really see them getting out of it. Now, Leyton Orient, 5 points off of the playoff places. I'd quite like them to get up into them, to be honest. I think it'd be quite a tough ask. Some good teams up there with them. But yeah, I fancy goals in this game, especially with Crawley's defence. But I do think Leyton Orient will win, so I've gone for a 3-2 away win. Lincoln take on Shrewsbury. Lincoln, mid-table, nothing to play for. Shrewsbury are bottom. If they lose, they will be relegated. They're going to be relegated at some point anyway. They're too far adrift now. But I think, yeah, Lincoln, they'll get the job done. And Shrewsbury, unfortunately for them, will be relegated. I've gone for a 3-0 home win. Northampton take on Reading. Northampton are 19th, 46 points. They are 7 points clear of Burton, who do have a game in hand. So I think Northampton probably another win, and they'll definitely be safe. I think they'll be safe anyway. Reading are in that last playoff spot. I fancy them way more at home. They're a really good home side. But But yeah, I think they will win this weekend. I think it'll be tight. But yeah, if they do win, they'll hold on to that last playoff spot. So there's good incentive for them. I think it will be 1-0. Stockport take on Rotherham. Stockport in fourth place. It looks like they'll definitely be in the playoffs at the end of the season. Rotherham, mid-table. They won 3 on the bounce. They've had a new manager bounce, or I'm not sure who's there now, but obviously they got rid of Steve Evans. And I think Stockport's home form is really, really good. But I just think Rotherham in quite good form. They'll go and give them a good game. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. And then my predictions for this weekend. Let's see how I get on.